Hey gang, welcome back to Joe Daddy's Workshop. I hope you are doing well. You know, I get offered tools and products from different companies, and many times I turn those offers down because it's not something I'm interested in, or it may not be something that I want to put on my channel. However, I recently received an offer for this. This is a 6-inch 21-volt mini chainsaw. Now, I have done reviews on other tools similar to this, a little bit bigger, but I always thought that it would be kind of cool to have something really small that you can get into tight spaces and trim trees or bushes or stuff like that. Now, obviously you're not going to cut down a 10-inch oak tree or anything like that, but for trimming, doing bushes, and a variety of other small things, this may come in very handy. So let's open up the package and see what's in the box. Alright, so as you can see, it comes in a hard case. So I'll take it out of the case, or out of the box. Open this up. And inside, you've got the ever important instructions that you'll need to look over, so you make sure you do everything according to their design. Here's a warranty card that comes with it. There's the chainsaw itself. I just think that's kind of cool. This little hand grip saw, and we'll go into this more as we go forward, but this also has this shield on it. So I guess it's to keep from, kickbacks or anything like that. And there's other things we'll talk about with this as we move forward. But it also comes with a pair of gloves. Gloves are important. Comes with a pair of safety goggles. It comes with a spare saw chain. Here's a small bottle. I believe that's probably for oiling. 2 batteries. Now this has their brand on it, and it also says max battery. So it says 21 volts on the box, so that's all I can tell you about these. These look like you could use if you had a slide-in charger. However, it comes with a plug-in charger, and it has a spot here on the front that you plug that into to charge it up. Let's take a look at this little mini chainsaw. In the manual, it gives you this cover page, and it talks about the different features. So we have this protective cover, as I mentioned earlier. It has, up on top here, it says an oil bubble and oil cover, and then a slide cover. So they're talking about this little reservoir here that you can put oil in, and then this acts as a pump to pump it out, I assume, onto the chain. It has this side cover here, which covers the chain saw, the chain itself. And then further back, it has a rotary lock knob, which is here. What that does is it allows this to pivot. So if you want to change your angle a little bit, you can do that. It also has your power switch and this lock out, so you have to squeeze that to make it work. I don't know if it locks it on. Nope, it's just a lock out. We'll get into the battery in just a second. So it has a chain adjusting knob back here, and this is your lock. So you can take this and rotate it to increase or decrease tension. So you can see the chain got loose there whenever I rotated that, and you could tighten it back up. Obviously make sure it stays in the track. Oh, there we go. So I had it bound up on the side there. So turn that, and that tightens the chain back up, and then you tighten that knob. It also points out that you have a hand guard right here, so that's handy. And one thing that's kind of cool, I guess, when you snap this on, it has down here a digital display. So if I squeeze the trigger, it shows the number. how much energy is left in this. So it's at 100% right now. So it's kind of cool. I could see somebody hurting themselves with this. That actually has a good little bit of power going. So obviously be careful of that chain. Okay, I'm going to look through the rest of the instructions. I'm sure there's a bunch of things you need to read, safety, all these things. I'm not going to go through all those. And I'm also sure that there is a point at which you add oil to the top here, and maybe even to that little oiler. Talks about the battery here. Motor speed is 4,800 RPM, or revolutions per minute, let's say. Charging current 0.8, output voltage 21, and it is a lithium ion set of batteries in this thing. So, different languages, and again, information on how to operate it. Now, what I need to do is get a hold of some oil to put into the reservoir here, and then we'll look at that little pump feature and see how that works. So before I put any oil on this, I'm going to start by pulling the battery back off, because there's another thing I want to show you before we get into cutting. You know, I was talking about adjusting this saw, adjusting the chain, and I want to show you how to change it out. So if you took that little knob off, that releases the carrier, let's say, for this. So this whole assembly can come off. And you know, that's actually a pretty nice little bar on there. And whenever you do change out, if you change out your chain, make sure you have the teeth going in the right direction. It's easy to put these on the wrong way. You get a 50-50 chance, right? So what I want to do here is put this back on. Now this adjuster, I'm going to turn it back to release the tension on the carrier. It has this little post right here. It has to go into that part of the bar. Has a little hole there. So I'm going to put that down, get that on, make sure that's in, feels like it's in the right location. I'm going to put the knob on to hold tension, not tight yet, and then adjust it. And there, it tightened up. And like I said, you're not going to be cutting down oak trees with this, but it should be pretty handy for doing trimming on limbs and different stuff. Alright, now I'm going to add some oil to it. This is bar and chain oil. So that didn't take a whole lot, a little reservoir. Make sure that's tight, and then my assumption is that this knob, yeah, there it is, it's drawing up the oil into the bubble. So it's pumping on the bottom side of the chain. When I push this, I don't know if you can see it or not, it's actually coming out on the track of the bar. So it's on, oh, there, it slung some off. Okay. It has oil. Let's go see what it can do. Okay, so the gloves that come with it, a little bit on the small side. So I'm not going to use those because my hands are bigger than the gloves. What I will use is some cut resistant gloves. Always try to be safe when you use this stuff. So what I have here is this oddly growing tree that is pushing out into the yard area, and I've trimmed this several times with my shears, but it's too big. Now this is like a good 2 inches up here, and I just need to cut it off. So let's just see what this little saw will do with this limb. I'm going to come down in this area. Let me get rid of this one first. Okay. let's go for the big part right here. Again, this is probably closer to 3 inches at this point. Let's just see. Wow. Okay, so this is a vine, just a simple vine. Get rid of that. So this oak tree here is kind of odd, not doing very well. Not that I want to kill the tree itself, but the limbs are not doing well. So let's cut this one off. I'm going to trim this one back. Okay, that worked pretty well. Let's see what else we have back here. A little bit of trimming on this one. That worked good. So here's another tree that I don't really want to have around. As you can see, it's starting to grow up over towards my garage. And this is an old sweet gum tree that just won't die. So we'll get rid of some of these. All right, it worked. Wasn't sure what to expect. I can tell you that if I hit the trigger, it's showing 89% left on the battery. I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not, because it's behind this handle, but it's 89%. You know, I just cut a few limbs with it, but you can see that it can be very handy for doing small, around the yard type of things, and unlikely you're going to become a lumberjack anytime soon with this little Sainlogic 6-inch chainsaw. Now, let me tell you this. I am doing a giveaway. The company has come on board with this product, and they said they will provide one to give to somebody else. So in order for you to get a chance, or get this saw, not this one but another one, you have to like the video and you have to leave a comment. Now, let me tell you this. I've done another giveaway or other giveaways on my other channel, and unfortunately people have missed out on their win because they did not respond whenever I let them know that they won. In order for you to know you got the response, you need to turn on the bell notification as well, because in a week I will do a drawing to see who wins one of these saws. And if you don't respond to that, I'll only give it a couple days and I'll do another drawing. So somebody will win one of these little chainsaws. But if you want to win, you have to like the video, leave a comment, and make sure you turn on the bell notification so you have a chance to win. Otherwise, that's it for this video. I want to thank you for watching, and until next time, take care of yourselves. See ya.